me out of the red with the trade authority. Can't say I don't appreciate it, but I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain it? Tissue sample? You came all the way... Must be some damn... A fast-growing terramorph. That is concerning. Who exactly told you to bring... Hadrian? She gave you this? If she made you come all the way for this... Let's get inside.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. Wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt. Managed to negotiate it down to something more reasonable. Good to see someone give the trade authority a bit of their own medicine. All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all in a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved. Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian. And for good reason. The swarms are so bad, not a lot of samples made it. I didn't detect any. I don't think it was transported to Talsetti. Which means, that's not gonna end. So, you lugged this bad omen. The circle, huh? Here, faster.
Watch out for the robots.
Is that really her? Adrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say,
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back. Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble. Well, that's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact...
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind...
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. But
It's in the archives.
the Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. One, they want to see this analysis you two have. And two, with both of us. It can be a daunting... Percival and I, we were military...
Place I was hiding.
After a practice that... Oh. But it was during that assignment. The project never got off the ground. Under the watchful eye of... But if we can convince... And hopefully... All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the...
Good luck.
Found a clutch of heat leeches. Zipper is quite like a holiday joke.
Hello, Captain.
Lifting off now.
Stable orbit
What can I do
achieved.
for you?
We can stay here forever. Well, a while anyway.
It is a beautiful day, huh? Nice day, huh?
Smooth jump. Nice work.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space.
How are you?
Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. All right, we're done. You're cleared to land at...
Captain! Over here! The workup's in the cabinet, but listen. So, my relationship, They called him Ve Victus. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. The program, secure the leadership. I'm getting there. The man I was, Freestar, and the thing, so my... I really... You know, while we've got a second, or if you've got no telling how long, then I guess it's just...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor. That is something to consider. Though we also have to take into account the nature of the data you require.
Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask, how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act? 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data? I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain. As the one who actually collected the sample in question, did this terramorph seem at all alarming to you?
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, would you grant the request made to open the archives?
I can't help but agree with the Captain. Attempting to open the archives, it seems like the right way forward.
It does, doesn't it? All right. I withdraw my objection. Let us trust fate. We were all lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident? Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport. Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God.
There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Captain, I'm right behind you. Let's get down there. That's it! Now hit him with everything you've got!
Now!
Stop! We're trying to help you!
Thank you.
The way those people...
We tried, but some of the other...
Pheromonic project. Some terror. It affects every... You kill the more? Let's do it.
That's unlocked.
got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad, but we're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before, huh? Well, one fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more women. Lock those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Might be looking for some...
You two have any?
Only the breed.
Surviving a...
We're not used... Roger that. We're on you. I hate false alarms.
Is this a new surprise? It's your
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two. Universe put the right people in the right place. Certainly doesn't feel like it. I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the... Captain, we should report back. Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
They said you're free to come and go.
That's a relief to hear. Thank you, gentlemen. Let your people all know how much we owe them today.
Losing anyone in the line of duty
there you
is
are.
a tragedy.
I believe
These attacks,
we have some things
they
we
can't
should
happen
discuss.
again.
Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today, as well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. Now, today's events have only clarified our path forward in the eyes of the cabinet. You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right places. As such, the cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately, to your former rank of Major. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to stop them. Will you do this?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective and House Varun to play ball. Someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and all the galaxy are facing right now. The cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that representative. We do. In exchange. So, I'm glad to hear it. Now, Deputy McIntyre, you should be able to find her in our... And on behalf of the
next time Terramorphs rear their ugly heads, the UC is going to be ready.
I'm gonna go check in with Chief Engineer Kulkarni. Start getting up.
Yes? These orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terramorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
It was a mutual agreement. Access to...
You see. Now, get them both.
I couldn't agree more. Both ambassadors. Now.
And I do mean... Though that...
But it does mean we... Who do you want to start? Now, a fish...
Use your experience.
And who knows? But
Certainly.
You see intelligence.
But getting...
So.
Now, But there's also...
All right.
And take these.
Ambassador Balmore's. When the rest of... He's... Though claiming to... It does. We're not 100. His public... Scans...
Your task is to... I have no doubt. Now, the embassy... Here. And fair warning.
Now, if you have a dish... I'd suggest... Be smart out there. Welcome back.
Addy?
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby. Terrorist, as in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Sounds like it was a real mess down at the spaceport.
I'm sorry. Do you... Ah, you're the one, McIntyre? You have my thanks for what you... Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just... that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to feudally... I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours? We'll oversee the research. Guess that takes the whole trust us component out of play, doesn't it? Fine. You'll get what you want. They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
Exactly. It's like
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss. Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack, then... Is the rest of the city's... Is that right, huh? Now, it cannot... You were sent by the UC. That... And the broadcast spoke of terror morphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence. So the UC requires information, then. On terror morphs, presumably, Do I see this all clearly? The preservation of... But, if... For years, House Varun, with... In exchange for the knowledge you ask... Well then, please. Let's hope it still works. Let it be used for good.
Hello.
Captain, you're back. Oh, wait. Did
Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? That's incredible. I'm very much looking... Regardless. And now, I've already arranged... When you get down there, here, the UC absolute best.
the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit... You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin. Verified. Unlock engaged. You may proceed, Captain.
This is a...
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally
Here you are.
sent someone down there,
Captain?
but
Deputy told me what went down.
changed.
Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting... So whenever you're... Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of... The Red Devils had... Though it sound...
Indeed.
Then I guess we'll see...
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Hey.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen? Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength. Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation.
We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property.
Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position.
Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked...
So I need your agreement. Let's hope it never comes to... Head to the elevator.
I asked my boss what they're doing to stop it.
Entry, unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get, which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am? Not quite. I'm Francois Sanon, but most know me as Vivictus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies. I want to help you, and my progeny Hadrian, prevent more attacks. Though I am curious, has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the colony war ended, but I finally found it. I'm not expecting he'll bring me evidence that the job... Good. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf's. There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
Pardon? Captain, did your, meet... Surprised me too when I learned it. But the, prisoner has proven useful. Oh, but I do... Good. And that's not a good look for any... Dr. Reginald Orlays? Of course, killing Orlays is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the... That'd be a huge... Really? He found the member. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long. Now, was there anything else you want? Then I'll bid you good day, Captain.
Network integrity looks good.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
Looking to lodge a complaint? Oh, apologies, Cap. So. Orlaise, does it? Suit yourself. But. They call it the war. Maybe this Orlaise of yours, a part of Etheria's sky, is an. Sure thing. Here. This should get you point. Go get your man.
Anything I can help you with?
All green on release. We're free to fly.
Hey there, how's it going? Howdy, Skipper.
Navigational feedback checks out. We're in the right place.
UC security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete.
You know, I went to chef school? This ain't exactly where I saw myself.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays? So he didn't come quietly then, as I suspected. I presume you have evidence of this. Excellent. Please.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find the area was ground, and I think you'll want to check in. Is that so? Well...
Please disregard my attempt.
Got some new orders for me? Got a new assignment for me? Good to see you again.
Captain, welcome back. I was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen? It should. But it is real good. These logs, I completely... at this... I'm sorry, are you? You found... Wait. Kaiser... That... Oh, how? Mir, getting Kaiser back. But if he's been out there, come on. We've already made a lot of progress getting this place back online. Some of the containment chambers were a bit on the unpleasant side, but the facility staff made short work of that. I know it's here somewhere. Ah. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine? A battlefield. Ugh, sheesh. No wonder no one's... That sector of Nira was destination #1 for xenoweapons during the war. Add to that general environmental devastation and the kind of lawlessness that comes with any Freestar world, and that planet's got more than enough. But I think there's a place... Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes as good a place to start as any. And I'll make sure we're ready.
Good day, Captain.
last time we spoke on the key, I told you there'd be hell to pay. You got me kicked out of the Crimson Fleet, and now it's time for me to take everything from you! It's too late for that now. I almost made it into the... You stole everything from me. Kill him! Leave nothing left but space dust! Fire everything you got!
Target's jump. Damn, their shields are gone.
Target's jump system down. Enemy's jump drive is offline. Beginning landing.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one... Not here to make your fortune out in the... Oh! Least... But he's a combat. He's wide, but it's been a while since any... Well... Oh. So, Sal, you can wander, but knowing this going rate's up. Pleasure doing business. So, one of my rough eyes open too. Oh, give Ahab a... What can I do for you? Here's what I've got.
is a complication. Unit 99 is on the other side of that ridge, but it appears to be under the control of hostile forces. Sensors suggest Ecliptic, a mercenary company like Ecliptic, would only want Unit 99 to utilize it as a weapon. This means Unit 99 must be disarmed immediately. Standard procedure would be a frontal assault on the outpost. No quarter given. Moving out. Unit 99's service is now complete. Mine, however, continues. Our work here is a plague of terramorph attacks. You are docked at one of a kind.
I can't believe it.
Major Sanan, Dr. Walker.
You're in better shape than I expected, Kaiser. Shouldn't take us long to get you back up to full fighting capacity.
This is good to hear. I was told there was a new threat on the horizon. I wish to learn more.
Percival will give you the full story.
Plus, get you dressed for the occasion.
Occasion? Where are we going?
Londinian.
Londinian. Doctor, I will require additional armaments.
That's the plan. Come on.
Captain, you're with me. Time to walk you through what we came up with. So the problem we're up against is vast. Terramorphs, they can be anywhere. Meaning us finding and disposing of them ourselves isn't an option. But what if we could let something else do the work for us? Come on, I'll walk you through what we're thinking. You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats terramorphs, the Asylees? Apparently, they were bloodhounds for terramorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asylees were chosen to fill in the gaps. We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course. Using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using some of the same technologies that were used to create me. We even think that, with some time and investigation, we could use the Asylees' hunting skills to track down the terramorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the terramorph problem definitively. I really think it could. Now, there is another option for removing the terramorphs from our worlds. It's faster, maybe even more efficient, but riskier. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terramorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Asylees. Well, so that's tricky. Both plans are going to take major investments in time and resources. We're talking years of work, not to mention some highly specialized materials. Terramorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Asylees' gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our microbes' tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around. But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need. All paths lead to Londinian. Exactly what I was hoping to hear. Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinian. We're cleared for access. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep. But you need to know. They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arm.
Goddamn. You romanticize him. Now you. You project personnel? No. That's you? Don't much care for Van. My sister's kids live in this. Yeah, they effectively use. Still. Now, what was it you needed? Don't worry.
Captain, hello.
Thanks for stopping to... Your pack getting out? Got places to be, huh? Any news to share? Sorry. Nice chatting with you.
Very good to see you. Do you need something? Need me to take a few? I hope you and the ship both return safely. Hello again. What do you need me to... Enjoy your travels.
What's new? Let's get out there and do something new today. Can I carry that for you? Well, okay then. Sure, I've got him. Ah, yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah? Hey. I'll only Goodbye.
What's the good? Need something, Chief? Just doing my job. See you later.
I'm listening.
Need something?
You look well today. Is there something I can help you with? How can I help? See ya.
It is good to see you.
Anything I can help with? I'm happy to help out. Bye, then.
Yes?
Hello, Captain.
What's up?
It's always a good day when we get to chat.
Something on your mind?
All ears.
Do you need something?
Hope you're having a good one.
Ah, what's going on? Need a hand? Be safe, okay?
How's it going?
Can I help? You're looking well. Do you need me to take something? Need me to take something off? Always nice to chat.
Lay it on me.
Hey, Captain.
is off limits. You... Let me check my logs.
Landing gear. Check. Thrusters. Check. Landing site. Clear.
Captain, greetings.
Inside the van! Your casino.
I pride myself on either that or... Vanguard, eh? Ah. Commander Hatum. No need for introductions, Major Simon. Dr. Walker. Your reputations precede you. As does the urgency of your mission. So I'll get to it. Now, Londinian is with good reason. Terramorphs when Major Sinon. As such, except one. Once you're on the other... Do we understand? Precisely. I'll leave you to your preparation, and I do believe this. Now, once you're... Though I can't... I hope you all find... Robot, you...
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into...
Should only take a few minutes.
Percival will be scanning. All right. Head over to the armory and...
Excuse me. You match our description. The Vanguard captain? Make sure you had...
Give him one for me, all right? Don't go into the city much. Never for long. Too risky. Transfers complete. Those codes will allow you to temporarily restore power to most facilities in the city. Systems should shut themselves back down automatically.
Duly noted, Commander.
All set on your gear? You... Then, let's... Kaiser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
Alright. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
That creature. It's dominated. Must be a morph nearby, keeping it under its sway. Let's put it down. More of them. Clean them up.
Attention. Possible threat in area. Initiating target elimination. Detection match registered. Kill protocols.
Looks like the last of them. No sign of the morph, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Kaiser, we close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot! Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Samples collected.
All right.
Safety's off.
Now hand those over to Kaiser. Let's get out of
here. Samples secure.
Nice work. No. Earlier scan picked up a valid Looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I'm not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
Then we've got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Kaiser, this Flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinian. A real marvel. All these leeches. What's keeping you things warm? What's that? My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, are you seeing this? Oh my God. The heat leeches are terramorphs. You just saw that, right? That heat leech. Heat leeches hide out in ships. Pretty major. The Lazarus plant. But that means that you could sneak... Good God. But first...
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it!
We may proceed.
Go!
All right, let's get to the bottom of this. Percival, Kaiser's got the cell data from the new Atlantis.
Recon protocols active.
Uploading them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what... Exactly. Makes some sense. Tau Ceti was like... ensure the big... and the timing. It couldn't have been just these attacks. They certainly were. Who could pull... I sure as hell hope so.
Let's save the discussion for when you... If we're gonna do anything...
Roger that. Kaiser?
The entrance is... I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
There's the control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required.
And we do that. Ah, Captain. I think I see it.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Sanon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk. Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terramorphs and all this a secret. He saw the potential. He killed. He decided to, but I guess only he didn't. Right. Kaiser, try it now.
Successful.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
That doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled. Grab that sample and get out of here. All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
all of you. Yeah, got pretty frantic on the... this... No, my connection...
That's what it sounded like.
That's putting it light.
But it's clear. Captain, we need to get these... But in the interim...
If it were me...
Thank you, Captain. Once you finish your... They're gonna want to hear. Take care of yourself.
Be scanned as you enter the city.
Easy to say now, but at the time, I wasn't going to allow it. But then, and what did I get in return? No, I become a trusted and cement the dear depart. What luck! Captain, please. It's why and look at them. Isn't that preferable? With only the Precisely. And let's not forget eliminating the terramorphs. I'm simply requesting. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlaze's role in the attack. All I ask is that you, after all, splendid.
Okay. Hello.
Perfect timing. So on our end,
Means either plans you.
considering what I already sent a... So what about your... Any leads on who...
Orlays? Reginald Orlays? He did this? I didn't think he was still alive.
That's some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where... Huh, I see. Any idea why? I can't imagine the amount of work it took to deploy...
Well, the man knew how to hold.
Well, at least he won't be able to hurt it. So I guess there's nothing... This might be... And here we go.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
My God.
An attack? Using Terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
That appears to be the case, ma'am. The captain tracked that information down just after our trip to Londinian.
Reginald Orlays? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
Body was found floating around Etheria. Report mentioned you were sent to try and bring him in, Captain. I guess that didn't go according to plan.
Ah, yes. I was told about your mission, and who ordered it. Did you two suspect at the time Orlays might have been involved in the attacks? Well, this report contains definitive evidence Orlays triggered the attacks via this Lazarus plant.
Simply.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable for him to have finally faced the UC's justice, it seems both of you are to be commended for ensuring you have our thanks. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at it. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the Cabinet to ensure this can never... As such, the Cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else...
A sound decision, Madam President. Tell the Freestar Collective.
I'm in agreement.
That is an interesting idea.
So, you wanna...
No, I want us to display plainly.
Very well. We'll get the collective involved in the management. Thank you for the suggestion. So then, the Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports, and the project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've had a few discussions, but our group is similarly split. Only the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Glad to see someone's not afraid of a little applied genetics. The science division is in full...
And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain. No need to thank me. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Affilion. Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much... But, with all that squared, it's time to get you a new... There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use to... Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up Terramorph. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any of those missions call to you? Suppose that's true. Just getting those coordinates to you now. Report says ships at these coordinates fired on United Colonies craft. You're cleared to use lethal force if necessary. Crimson Fleet decided to rear their ugly heads. Make them regret it. Do us proud.
I'm always ready to make a deal. Well, well. In fact, it's a
What do you say?
Great. Okay, you're all set.
You'll love...
Now that you're an owner...
They're making the Starware updates mandatory now. I'm so excited to see Tony after.
It was epic. Definitely.
Dangerous assignment, but you all are here because you can handle it. So any questions, concerns, anything at all giving you pause, you come see Dr. Walker or I. Little problems left unchecked become big problems. And we fix big problems here, not big.
Yes? What?
Captain, I could have never, but... Well, I think it's been... Always good to have you on site, Captain. Checking in on us again?
Excuse me.
I found that data you were asking for.
Look who it is. You heard right. These termorph. So, they want. Which means, we're trying to build a company. But since... Sure. Why? What we did back then. Never said I didn't. Whole point was to... We thought... But at least now, with it... Yeah? Well, should be getting back to it anyway. Interest you in a new assignment? No one else I'd... Oh yeah, no need. You can imagine my we were supposed to be, but the Major knew hers. Be seeing you.
Yes. What?
Hey. Howdy.
Hello.
Okay. Hello. Yes? Yes. What?
Hello.
Can't do the job without the right. Don't worry.
Howdy.
Okay, hello.
Pardon? Hey. Excuse me.
Okay, hello. Hello.
There are bank vaults with less security than this place. You're going to be fine.
Never a dull moment. The microbe's been way above expected efficacy in our trials. These terramorphs aren't going to know what hit them. Took hundreds of years for terramorphs to spread across the stars. We're gonna need to be a lot faster cleaning them up.
Yes, what?
I'm a little surprised they let you join. Me too.
Why, hello, fellow Class 1 citizen. That's never gonna get old.
Who knows?
I joined UC Drip.
Worked on all kinds. Way I saw it. Initially, it was a...
But when the war started, there was a team. But... Yeah? Glad to hear it. There is just one addition. So, if you're interested, they've agreed to let you take Hadrian with you. You'll have to convince her. I expect she wouldn't mind. Now,
Pardon.
here you go. Head there, find your specimens, and bring those samples back.
Hey. You need some? Okay, I'm listening. Backup? Come with you? I mean, I do too, but leaving the team... It's not in my nature. Just, I saw myself staying. If you really need backup... Yeah. Thank you for the offer. I'll head out soon. I just need to talk to Percival before I go. See you, Captain. Do you need me somewhere? Talk to you soon.
Hi. Please disregard. I am active and...
Never mind. Sorry. Thinking of something else. Yes, Captain.
Orbital pattern locked in.
Hey, Captain. Captain. I'll take that for you. Have something for me?
Is that everything?
Yeah, what is it?